spectacle that spans two countries.
The wind is crazy, and that guy's going to be on that tightrope.
If you want to watch, you're going to have to play the angles. I'm Jeff Semple with the mad dash to the falls.
Jeff Semple is joining us live from Niagara with what people need to know before they plan to head out for this big event tomorrow. Jeff.
Well, Anne-Marie, it's tough to see in all of that mist, but the stage is now set. That tightrope wire spanning 550 meters, two countries across Niagara Falls, history in the making, and thousands of people are now on their way here to see it for themselves. Leave it to a tightrope walker to turn Niagara Falls into a circus. Thousands of people flowed into town by the busload.
Staked out the space last night, we're good to go.
But before long, organizers told them they had to move to make room for about 100 news cameras from media outlets around the world.
We've got Al Jazeera, CNN.
Walinda will begin his walk on the American side, and it's expected to take him about 45 minutes to walk more than half a kilometer on a tightrope the diameter of 3 pennies.
I guess it's the sort of thing that gets everybody's blood pumping.
Jeff Semple joins us live from the scene now with the very latest. Jeff.
Well, Dwight, take a look. We are standing right now just above the police command center where officers have been set up all day conducting the search out of here by land, by boat, and by helicopter in the air. And they're set up right next to Credit River, where the foot was found around lunchtime yesterday. That discovery, as you mentioned, led to another grisly discovery this morning, a human head found severed, floating in the same river about a kilometer north of... And I'm here with a group who are, knee-deep in that celebration right now. Iqbal Kolia, who has been volunteering with Liberal campaigns in this riding of Don Valley West, dating back some 30 years. And he's also been sort of the self-appointed cheerleader of the festivities tonight. I almost thought he was going to hoist Kathleen Wynne up in the air at one point.
Yes, Kathleen, last 30 years I'm supporting for the Liberal Party, and I'm very happy tonight. I can't sleep at all because Kathleen Wynne is winning, and men or government, I don't mind. They come, we are happy, and they work together. Thank you very much.
There it is, all in one answer. I was going to ask him how he was feeling, but I think you got your answer there.
We have an update now on a CBC Toronto exclusive. Earlier this week, we told you about a family at risk of losing their newborn because both parents have cerebral palsy. Well, Children's Aid handed down its decision today. Here's our Jeff Semple with the family's emotional reaction.
Marisol Palasox and Charles Wilton emerged from a meeting with Children's Aid Society. The fate of their healthy baby boy, 3-week-old William, hanging in the balance.
We were in there where knowing that we might William today.
Both Palasox and Wilton have cerebral palsy, mentally sharp, but with significant physical disabilities. A CAS worker ruled those disabilities made them unfit parents and obtained a warrant to remove the child from the home. After we first reported on the family's story earlier this week, the CAS says it received a flood of emails and phone calls from across the country, including some from community organizations offering to help. CAS says that support swayed their decision.
I think it's a great day for parents with disabilities.
How are you feeling right now?
Overwhelmed. Yeah, I'm so excited.
I'll show you this one.
Namu Ponambalam is packing some shocking evidence.
We have the whole list of items.
A suitcase full of documents from the last municipal election. Evidence, he says, of widespread voter fraud in Scarborough.
It's very shameful.
The documents reveal 3,500 people who were not on the voters list for that riding, but showed up to cast a ballot. Most are Tamil names, and we found a number of the addresses are fake. Take this voter who claimed to live at 801 Warnsby Avenue. It doesn't actually exist. The addresses end at 350. Others list this apartment on McLevin, but neighbors say they don't live here. And at least one managed to vote multiple times.
So it's a continuous trend.
At 7:02 Eastern Time this morning, spring officially sprung. Daffodils blooming, patios filling, jackets shedding. Winter seems a distant memory. Whoops, sorry, that was this time last year. Spring 2013 started on a different note. In Montreal, they marked the end of winter by digging out of 33 centimeters of snow. In Charlottetown, a rain-snow mix made for sloppy roads and slippery runways. And don't let that prairie sun fool you. Saskatchewan slipped into spring with a wind chill of minus 27. Balmy when compared with Manitoba's minus 37.
Sure doesn't seem like spring, and it's been a lot of stress.
Too much stress for Kayla Matthias's horses. They leapt over a giant snowdrift and took off. She marked the end of winter by trudging after them.
We were hoping it was done and over, and then all of a sudden again, it snows, then again, and again.
And again in Moncton, and again in Toronto. It seems spring in Canada has not actually sprung anywhere. Canadians huddled indoors took to social media and Twitter looking for someone to blame. Even the Prime Minister embraced the irony, posting this photo from his office and tweeting, "It's good to see that spring has sprung-ish." The good news, Environment Canada is forecasting above average temperatures for the rest of the spring and the summer, which means I'll likely be doing stories about a heat wave soon enough. Jeff Semple, CBC News, Toronto.